All right. Hopefully we are
You know
good.
that like I don't want to call it a theory. That
Wait.
like
Okay, yeah, good.
the hypothesis going around the internet that like the refrigerator is a save point.
I have not heard of this.
Yeah, it's a proposed explanation for why we keep finding ourselves staring into the open refrigerator door with no idea why. It's because refrigerators are save points, and it's because we died or something bad happened, and we reverted to last time we were looking into the refrigerator.
Are people who are more prone to absent-mindedness also more prone to
Staring into a refrigerator?
needing to go to the save point? All right, hang on.
Probably, because if you're absent-minded, you'll often be staring into the refrigerator for no reason, and if you're absent-minded, you're also going to be prone to accidents.
All right, 1 second. So, for
Ray.
background's sake, whenever this is done.
Oh wait, no, La comes
The
after. So
yokai event, I have not done it on M'aana's character. However, having looked through the weapon glams and the minions and the mounts, I don't actually care about having any of those, and it would require me doing a lot of grinding fates. So, if I do it, which I might, I'm going to do it all off stream. I am not going to spend that much time just doing fates because I can on stream. I am going to do fates only if, you know, the gameplay style requires me to. So, this quest will go uncompleted. Apologies if that disappoints anybody. This side quest, however... who am I working on? I'm about to run and do job quests again. But for the moment, Gladiator is the lowest level. Let me make sure I've got Top Gear. Okay. What is the... What if... Is this a new event too? Alright, whatever. That eclectic attire, that distinct scent of the unknown. You, my good stranger, must be an adventurer. You have found yourself in the company of Kivane, journalist for the Thavnarian Truth. Ah! Frickin', conspiracy magazine. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. Are you aware of the festivities currently underway at the Gold Saucer? They guarantee a generous MGP bonus to those who participate, but I have reason to believe that there is more to this celebration than meets the eye. As a writer for the premier publication on unexplained and otherworldly phenomena, I was drawn not to the promise of copious cactpots, but to the rumors of enigmatic water imps that have suddenly proliferated amongst the saucer's patrons. We at the Thavnarian Truth have been looking to expand our investigations across the star, and this supernatural scoop presents us with the ideal opportunity. Why have the imps made themselves known now? What do they intend to accomplish? I must cover this groundbreaking story with all due haste, but I cannot hope to answer all these questions alone. Tell me, adventurer, would you aid me in my pursuit of truth? Excellent, excellent. Then let us reconvene at the Gold Saucer's entrance square. What does that mean? Whoops, why did I get rid of that help? I'm just gonna get rid of that. At some point I should learn what that is, because apparently I've never done that on my other character. Not that I remember, anyway. That wasn't them asking me to join their free company. But I think it may have been them asking me to be a part of founding their free company. Which I also do not intend to do. Yeah, this is apparently a quest that goes along with the new Make It Rain campaign. And also there's a Moogle Tome event. Man, they have 3 events going on right now, basically. To the Gold Saucer. Oh, do I still have my camera on? No, I did turn that off. Good. Cutscene. You're talking right now, I can't hear you, by the way. Ah, you've arrived. Notice anything out of the ordinary? A lot of looking around. It's obviously people in a costume. And I'm not just saying that because I saw the quest reward was the costume. Squeehee! What did it just say to me? I think our creature is in costume. Ah, indeed. An imitation and nothing more. We have found the source of the rumors, but saucer imps unmasked? Just normal men and women in costume? Why, that sounds more to me like a waste of good ink. It's unacceptable, worthless, unfit for consumption. Gods, I grow drowsy just thinking about writing such a thing. Our readership would be appalled. Fortunately, there is another curious lead that I wish to pursue. In doing so, we may frame our story around the current festivities, then recount the role of the imps within them. Yes, that might suffice. You see, as I awaited your arrival, I questioned the attendant at the front desk as to the imp's origins. Strangely enough, I was told that only a select few staff members were present in the planning stages of this affair, and fewer still know who proposed the initial idea. I was, however, informed that a staff member on the floor, a man attending to an imp, may have the information we seek. If we split up and search the saucer, we're bound to find him. I shall leave Wonder Square to you. Let us reconvene here when our rounds are complete. Nope, no luck today. I like the green suit. Well met, my good woman. My companion and I are delighted to make your acquaintance. He cannot speak like you and I, but I assure you, he is oh so fond of making new friends on this joyous impish occasion. What is the occasion, you ask? Why, the March of the Imps, of course. 'Tis a fresh new take on our annual celebration here at the Gold Saucer, as suggested by one of our staff. When we first received word of it, we were rather baffled by the concept, but it seems to have left a positive impression on our guests. Impression. To present our patrons with the most engaging experience possible, we've outfitted our attendants with impish attire. These costumed imps are free to frolic about the saucer and bring joy to those they meet, with an adorable squee or kapapapa. Why imps, one might ask, and they would have good reason to do so. Alas, I myself was never told the exact reasoning. But if you're keen to learn more of the march, I know just the imp who can assist you. He's the one who coined the idea for it, after all. I last saw him on the second floor at the Manderville Lounge. He may still be there if you hurry. If he should speak to you in the impish tongue, you needn't fret. He's particularly unique, even among his brethren, and he makes his intentions quite clear to those not versed in imp speak. That sounds ominous. Oh, Manderville Lounge is over there. Ah, okay, cool. I can just jump. Boing. It's Manderville himself. Is he gonna do the pose? Squee. Kapa? Kapapa! Though you feel as if there's been some grave misunderstanding, the imposing imp suddenly entrusts you with a set of impish attire. His piercing gaze reaches into the very depths of your soul, and you somehow come to understand what he is trying to tell you. Go forth, my stalwart apprentice. You have the sinking feeling that the imp will not provide you with the information you require until you have completed his task. It is now your solemn duty to don the impish attire and entertain the patrons in Event Square. You must continue wearing this costume in order to progress, speaking with the imp, blah, blah, blah. Okay, at least I didn't have to worry about actually claiming it. That would be annoying. I'm guessing I have to go into the other regions. I still have my weapons on. That's funny. There we go. Wow, you're one of those new mascots! You must know all about the prizes here, right? I saved up lots of MGP, but I'm not sure what to exchange it for. I'm not going to speak in normal language. Aren't you cute? If only I could take you home with me. I am so large, what are you talking about? Oh, I know! They have little imps that look just like you at the prize counter. Daddy, I want a water imp. Let's go get one. Please, pretty please. A real live water imp. Oh, okay. I'll worry about that some other time. Oh, hello there. You must be the new mascot that's been marching about. Some manner of imp, was it? I like your hat, head thing. Kapapa! I have cattail sticking out, I didn't even notice. How precious! I was a bit afraid to chat with you at first, but you're much friendlier than I imagined. First, Senor Sabotender, now you. Ah, would that I never had to leave the saucer. I could spend the rest of my days surrounded by adorable creatures like you. I'm gonna double check real quick.
I'm here. I just wasn't saying anything.
Okay. You were quiet for quite a while, and a little while earlier I said I can't hear you if you're talking, and there was no response, so just wanted to make sure. Judging by the eccentric attire, I'm going to assume you work here. Tell me, which of these attractions aren't stacked against me? I've lost nearly all my MGP today, and I need to find a way to earn it back somehow. Bro, how are you losing MGP? Everything in the saucer pays out as much or more than you spend. Squee. What, is that your way of consoling me? Humph, as if I need pity from an oversized frog. Still, I appreciate the sentiment. Luck may not be on my side, but it's nice to know that someone else is. impish antics. Kapapa. The imposing imp appears downcast, as if he was expecting someone else. Perhaps it would be best to remove your impish attire. Kappa. We're just watching him. In the ephemeral moments that the imposing imp's gaze meets yours, you are overcome with a mysterious sense of obligation and realize what he is trying to tell you. Let us continue our discussion at Entrance Square. Or, you know, I could just tell I was supposed to follow him. Entrance Square, Round Square, sorry, Entrance Square, Event Square, Wonder Square, and Round Square. Ah, there you are. Loath as I am to admit it, my search for the one behind this event has yielded little success. Regardless of my results, it's plain to see the imps are well loved by all, but I cannot write an article on that fact alone. How did you fare, my honorary assistant? There he is. Greetings, fair patrons, and apologies for the sudden intrusion. I am Godbert Manderville, proprietor and namesake of this fine establishment. The Godbert Manderville? Never did I think I'd meet a member of the Syndicate face to face. Surely you of all people must know who proposed the idea for this event? Well, of course I know. It was me. Your generous deeds this day have not gone unnoticed, so I believe an explanation is in order. It was I who proposed the idea for these festivities, as a matter of fact. Perhaps you are already aware, but we employ a void scent known as Typhon here at the Gold Saucer. Summoned into this world by the Thaumaturge's Guild, he is a diligent soul who utilizes his formidable fungas to our patrons' benefit. 'Twas not long after I hired Master Typhon that I became acquainted with a high-ranking member of the guild. Through him, I learned of a curious spell from ages past, known only as Imp. True to its name, the spell transforms the target into the very beings you have espied marching about the saucer. I found myself quite enamored with these adorable creatures, and sought to answer the questions that yet lingered on my mind. Where did the imps come from, and how did their spell fall into the hands of men? I poured through what resources were available on the subject, yet I could not find a definitive answer. Heartbreaking though it was, I was left with no choice but to leave the creature's lineage shrouded in mystery. Nevertheless, I could not allow their history to fade into obscurity. When it came time to decide the theme of our annual festivities, I crafted the impish attire based on my findings and proposed a celebration in their honor. You utilize these costumes not only to entertain, but to educate others as well. And with that, the full story is laid bare. Indeed, though I know not if such a conclusion will prove ideal for the Thavnarian truth. I feel a story coming on! Myth made manifest at the Gold Saucer. Thaumaturgical history reveals Imp's mystery. Ah, yes! This is the scoop I seek. It is as Master Manderville says, much about these imps remains an enigma, but they have brought countless smiles to the Gold Saucer. Readers shall doubtless want to learn of their existence, as well as the event that brought these few facts to the fore. Such passion and drive to shed light upon the unknown is a fascinating tale, one that I shall do my utmost to depict. Ah, that's the spirit, lad. It would be an honor to see our imps grace your publication's pages. I shall look forward to reading your account of it in the coming days. This young man's story will doubtless bring all the more attention to the March of the Imps, so I must express my thanks in the spirit of celebration. With a set of impish attire, of course. Preferably the one I was just wearing. You have my deepest gratitude as well, adventurer. Inspiration calls, and I must away to make these ideas a reality. But your contributions were vital to the discovery. You are more than deserving of reward. Wait, what's he giving me? I thought that was the only reward. A job well done, my friend. The festivities shall be underway for some time yet, so I hope you will not squander the opportunity to enjoy this moment of respite and march with our fellow imps. I'm like, yeah, I guess. What, did he give me the gold? McGill? I don't see any other reward. Yeah, it must have been. I'll stick that in the chest if I can, I guess. At some point I gotta clear out all those items. I suppose once I'm done with the, hand and land job quests. Alright, Ray, pick, Gridania, Ul'dah, or Limsa Lamensa.
Ul'dah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Oh, and Gladiator, Thaumaturge, or Pugilist?
Gladiator.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm on right now anyway. Actually... no, that's not faster. I do not remember her name. I can kind of remember the shape of it, but... Myla, there we go. This is the level 20. Wait, the level 20? Is that how I've been doing it? I guess it is. Oh, no. Sorry. It's not because all my jobs are at level 25, even though they are. It's because main story quest hit 20. That's what it is. M'aana! I'm glad you're here. One of our members has been attacked and gravely wounded, and I need you to go and help him. I suspect this is the work of more bounty hunters. It may even be a trap to lure more of us into the open. Nevertheless, we cannot ignore our comrade's plight. When last he contacted us by link pearl, he said he tried to seek shelter at the Coffer and Coffin. Take this potion and search for him there. Wait, no, I don't want to go to Western Daniel. Yeah. But I can still use the Chocobo! Oh, no, the Chocobo's on the other side, that's right. Dang. Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to be on Rogue if I'm trying to move quickly. And the Coffer and Coffin is on the way to Blackford Station. Yep. Well, already interrupted. Aw, she stuns me. I'd say very rude, but I just did that to her, so
Shocking.
it'd be a bit of a critical.
Poor
Level
hippos.
26.
Always getting criticized.
Eh? I missed the context for your joke.
You were talking about being hypocritical.
Ah. And you're interpreting that I was being critical of hippos. It's a reasonable assumption. Aid! Approximately 14 times more effective than a normal potion. Good lord. Thank you, sister. It all happened so fast. Over by the tracks to the north. I don't know who attacked me, or why they left me alive, but I dare say the answer is out there. Surely someone saw something. Is he in on it? Is he trying to lure me out there? The fellow outside? Ah, I saw him stumbling when he left the bar to take a piss. As alone as I recall. You say he's wounded? Thought he was just drunk. Et fled. Where did Et fled to? Suspicious characters? Well, now that you mention it, I did see a strange fellow wearing a garish purple robe. At first I thought he was talking to himself, but then I realized he had a link pearl. I heard him say something about the wrong man in the Silver Bazaar. Does that help? It does indeed. Purple robe. That sounds familiar. It was him, I'd swear it. Did you find anything else? That's a weird reaction. Scorpion ring. A metal ring engraved with a scorpion, its tail poised and ready to strike. Picked this up by the tracks, eh? Might well have belonged to the bastard. Can't say I've seen its like before. Might be as Wyman could tell you more. You know him, don't you? He's the bespectacled bloke who's always lounging around Emerald Avenue in the city. Of course, being the businessman that he is, he'll probably ask to be compensated in exchange. Show that ring to Wyman. He's sure to know something about it. So apparently, walking faster makes your footsteps lighter as well. It's kind of fun. Like the noise pitches up. Maybe it's based on armor. I doubt it, but maybe. Let's see. Yeah, it's got to be based on speed. What Emerald Avenue was that? Oh no, Emerald Avenue is the main one. Okay. I guess I think I do know who it is. Yeah. He's like, oh, the guy from later, whose name I can't remember, starts with an H. Anyway. Well now, if it ain't M'aana, everybody's favorite venturer. I hear you threw your lot in with the gladiators. A questionable decision, given the events of recent days, but to each his own. To what do I owe the pleasure? Oi, put that away before someone sees it. Where in the seven hells did you get one of those rings? What, don't you recognize the sigil? Ah, God's damned fool. Before you go stumbling around in the brush, you ought to at least know what kind of venomous bastards will be lurking within. It's been a long time since Uldad's seen a criminal organization rise from obscurity to notoriety as quickly as the Alacrin. Word is they've got connections to the Brass Blades, the Syndicate, and God knows who else. But you didn't hear that from me. I want no part of whatever mess you and your mates have gotten yourselves into. Understood? And then probably out to the Silver Bazaar. No, that sounds the same. I have no idea. Oh, M'aana! I was wondering when you might return. What news do you bring of our injured comrade? His tech members the Alacrin. His attackers may be held to the Silver Bazaar. That's more important. The Alacrin? I find that hard to believe, but no matter. One of our comrades returned from Stone's Throw moments ago. A gang of bandits is said to be headed for the Silver Bazaar. They're after a man with an enormous bounty on his head. The people living there are in grave danger. In their frenzy to find their quarry, the bandits won't scruple to destroy property and harm civilians. In the few Brass Blades stationed there will be powerless to stop them. We must stop them, M'aana. We'll protect the Silver Bazaar and avenge our injured guildmate, all in one fell swoop. A bit melodramatic, if you ask me. Aldous? I told you never to come here again. I couldn't sit idly by while you charge into battle against an enemy you know nothing about. Myla, a responsible guildmaster, would never risk the lives of her charges like this. Who are you to lecture me about responsibility? Myla, listen to me. This is the Alacrin you're dealing with. So, whatever notoriety they may have achieved means nothing to me. We'll cut them down like the common bandits they are. It's not that simple. More importantly, it's not your fight. What are you saying? They want me, Myla. I've been fending off assassination attempts ever since I returned to Thanlin. Just stay here and let me handle this. It'll be over soon, I promise. Just stay here while you go off on your own, is that it? It's been 7 years since I let you leave, Aldous. 7 years. Do you have any idea at all what you put me through? Myla. I don't want to hear it, you selfish bastard. Do you even care about the people who suffered because of you? Just get out. We don't need your help. We'll settle this ourselves. Myla, wait, there's something you need to know. Enough! Get out! Get out! Alright. Save some of that for the Alacrin. But do try not to let M'aana here come to harm while you're at it. What's she saying? What are you waiting for? You have your orders, now go! Let's get moving. Oh, maybe it's the footwear. Gotta take out more cactuars. Stopping by and doing fates like that really is fun. I love that feeling of like, I'm trying to get somewhere and help people, but other people need help along the way. You can't just ignore them. Hey, she's already here. Event! There you are, M'aana. Everybody's already in position. Are you prepared? Let's do it. Oh boy. Hello. What the? There. Templates, diligence. Odd names. It's kicking ass. Rejoice, gladiators, for the day is ours. Ah, there he is. Hmm? No idea who it's. Oh my god. It's you! Whoever you are! It's that person! What? But why would you be? Leave him to us, First Sword. No! Stop! Very cool lady. Such a brittle blade, so easily broken. Perhaps the First Sword is made of stronger steel. Leave her, Zana. Our business here is over. He has the hair to the sword? What have you done, Leovold? First Sword, we must withdraw. The wounded need tending. Let us take them back to the guild. It's alright, I'm a healer. I got him. Will I make it back? Or will I have to stop for a fate along the way? I find it very silly. Yep, I had to stop for a fate along the way. I find it very silly that, the Chocobo could just follow the roads, but instead kind of runs in longer curves and ends up walking through bushes as a result. Oh wait, I don't want to be you. I want to be Pugilist.
Hello?
Hey!
Hi, I got confused as to which side of the switch was muted. I thought it was kind of neat at first, with the whole, like, they're big and fat, so they don't make the sharp turns, but clipping through bushes is kind of silly.
I mean, you can even think of it as just running through the bush, but, like, why would it do that?
Well, it is like a giant chicken. Like, the bush probably doesn't mean all that much to it.
Get back here.
So, you know that thing where, like, ostriches, when they're scared, will bury their heads in the sand?
It's not a thing, right?
Ah, you've heard this one before.
I mean, I've heard that since I was growing up. But yes, I'm aware of the concept.
Yeah, but that was my whole point. It's not. That's fake. Fake news.
Fate news.
Eh.
The fate news is that I just finished the fate.
Good job. I missed you at Frolicon.
Yeah, I think I've said this to you before. I've long since decided I'm just not gonna go to that.
Did you? I guess you've never been there.
I've been to
So
it.
it can't be that you didn't like it.
No, I've been to it, but more importantly, several other things that I'm not going to talk about while on stream.
Okay. Well, I had a good time.
Good.
Not all of it, but some of it was a good time. A lot of social anxiety this year. I kept talking to people, and so I bumped into, like, first night, I bumped into a whole, like, several people that I knew from previous Frolicons or in the past. And I said hi, and one after the other, like, within a few seconds of talking to me, they'd come up with some excuse to leave the conversation.
Okay.
Which started to make me feel like nobody wanted to talk to me.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
And that was sad and lonely.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people in that position would end up feeling that way. I doubt it's true.
Yeah. Well, eventually I ran into more friendly people. Just took a bit. But Yeah. Very, very bad rejection-sensitive dysphoria this year. I almost didn't go, but I'd already bought the ticket, and
Oh my god, how have I not put that together? Have I talked to you about uh RJD before?
I don't know what. You
RSD.
probably haven't
RSD.
said what you're about to say.
Have I talked to you at all about RSD before?
Ah, yes. Robert Johnny dysphoria.
Yes. I have learned a lot about RSD because of my partner, and somehow it hadn't clicked that you
Well,
deal with that.
She told me what it was called, that it has a name.
Yep.
I was like, oh,
And
that's
that fits
there's
you
a name
really,
for
really
it.
well. Yeah.
Yeah, particularly this past year. Ah, I'm up to my eyeballs. Can't think straight. But like, I almost didn't go this year, but I'd already bought the ticket, and then, do you know Lily? She offered to let me stay with her friends at her hotel room for free. Which, like, I'm
Nice.
not gonna pass that up. Free hotel room, yeah. Just had to pay $72 for parking.
Seriously?
That was
Oh, for like
yeah.
all the days?
Only to find out on the last day, on the way to my car to go home, that there's an entire other parking garage right next to the one where I parked that was cheaper. Like,
I mean,
significantly cheaper.
It might not have been cheaper the day before. Alright, dialogue time. Give me a moment, M'aana. I need to think. I wanted to spare you this, Mila. I begged you not to go. Oh, shut up, dude. You knew, Aldous? That Leovold had... Leovold and I once fought side by side in the Colosseum. The Twin Swords of Nalthal, they called us. Never lost a match. Honored by the Bull of Alamigo himself. But that was then, and this is now. When I learned Leovold single-handedly transformed the Alacran from a gang of common thieves into the most feared criminal organization in Thanlin, I knew I had to return. It seems like a lifetime ago that the three of us used to train together in this hall. The Leovold I knew would never stoop so low. He was a good man, strong and true.
This was all gross.
What would drive him to do this? When I find him, I'll be sure to ask. Unfortunately, he seems determined to kill me for my curiosity. What aren't you telling me, Aldous? I'm not clever enough to keep secrets, my dear. I'm a simple man, only capable of dealing with what's right in front of me. Is that so? I'll find him, Mila. I promise. What was your joke? Are these... None of these are indicating plus or minus. Are they all the same? Yeah, they're all the exact same as what I currently have, I guess.
It was a Family Guy reference.
Ah.
Somebody made a reference to, I don't remember what the show was, but somebody made a reference to a show where one of the characters was visibly older than the others. And as they do, this is the part of Family Guy that I like. You know, I'm not into the offensive political humor, and I don't get most of the celebrity jabs, but like sometimes they take jokes to fantastical extremes. So they have the whole cast of whatever the hell show it is. They're all sitting there, like, in a scene, presumably from the show. They're all eating at a restaurant together. And they're all, like, teenagers. Because one of those high school drama shows. But one of them is, like, an 85-year-old woman. And she's like, I remember when this was all orange groves. Far as the eye could see.
I heard at that time your mic was having trouble picking it up before and clipped just a tiny bit just now, but look how pretty this sword and shield are.
Actually, that was me clipping. My throat got full of spit because
Fair enough.
I can't talk.
You should pull the stream up and look at how pretty this sword and shield are.
I'm working on it. Yes, it's very pretty.
And shield. It's so good. Alright, thaumaturge or pugilist?
About pugilist. Haven't we done this already?
Yeah, but that was 5 MSQ levels ago.
No, I mean, like, haven't we done the thing already where, like, you make me pick the 3 different classes and then we do them all in the order that I picked them?
Yeah, that was 5 MSQ
like,
levels
a
ago.
couple months ago? You've only... Oh, okay.
I'm doing all their class quests again. I'm not necessarily doing them in the same order.
I picked pugilist.
Yep. That's Haman, the very silly
I
guy.
picked pugilist. Did you know I picked pugilist?
Yes. Oh, it's you, M'aana. I'm sorry, but I don't have anything to teach you. If I ever did at all. You're far better off training under Chichudo. You'll find her over yonder. Just leave me be.
Well, how am I supposed to get over yonder? Do I walk directly there?
I was so hopeful that seeing you improve in leaps and bounds would spur Master Hammond out of his doldrums. It seems more must be done. Perhaps the end result is not so important as the manner in which you get there. In other words, if you were to train precisely as Master Hammond once did, overcome the self-same challenges that he did in his youth, I dare say it would stoke the fires of his fighting spirit. Listen well, M'aana.
See, she's got the right idea. Do we go directly over yonder? Or do we wander?
Master once told me that he used to refine his combinations by provoking deadly creatures into unleashing their fury upon him. For this purpose, he often went to the southern part of Drybone to fight the hornet clouds there. To this day, the tree trunks that he struck to stir the Vilekin from their hives bear the mark of his fists. I want you to seek out those trees, and do as Master Hammond once did. Strike them with a bootshine combo, and fight the hornet clouds that emerge. Once you have felled enough of the creatures to collect 3 of our stingers, return here and present them to Master Hammond. They will remind him of better days, I'm sure of it. Does it say what?
Like, better days, like when this was all orange grove as far as the eye could see?
Yes.
No, it's just like you're supposed to something about boots and horny clouds. Are we sure this is safe for Twitch?
Drybone. Yes.
Oh, and bones. Something about a bone.
Drybone.
Bone something.
Also,
we don't want a bone.
It didn't say horny swarm, and I very clearly did not say horny swarm.
But I just heard you say it now.
Yes.
Also, I didn't say horny swarm either. I said horny clouds.
Okay, fair.
Haha!
Can you take me to Drybone? Heck yeah! There's no way I'm making it out there without passing a fate, but you know.
No way I'm making it out there without passing the Waking Sands.
Ooh, giant cactus! Oh, yep, have to do this one again. Dude, she's already fighting you again? Come on.
I don't need a robot to, like, write my resume or my LinkedIn messages for me, or to Google stuff for me. No. But I could use a robot to organize all my shit. This place is a mess. Just, like, put my stuff away. That would be a great thing to have a robot do. And it's not like it would be taking people's job, because I can't afford a maid anyway. Also, I wouldn't want a maid to do it. Because maids predominantly are humans, and humans love false positives in identifying things as trash. Like, humans just think everything is trash until explicitly proven otherwise. And then only temporarily.
That is not true in the slightest.
True. People are just trying to throw everything out all the time.
Yes, because they're trying to throw things out because their definition of trash is significantly wider than yours, but that doesn't mean they're wrong, and that doesn't mean
definition of trash is like...
Is empty Coke bottles? Yes. I can't hear you if you're talking.
Their definition of trash is everything that's not brand new and in active use by that person right now.
No, it's usually everything that is not in usable condition and does not have very, very imminent plans to be fixed. And then for many people, broadens to everything that might be in usable condition at some point if they get around to doing it. It also depends on how
yeah, I've had people still misidentify things that fit those definitions as trash.
Yeah, it doesn't mean
Like
everybody
perfectly
does.
usable, not broken things that I use all the time. You're like, this is trash, and throw it out. Like, okay, you ever heard of a rat tail comb?
No.
It's a comb, like, for hair, but the handle is not a big, fat, squishy handle.
It's a thin strip.
It's, it's pointy,
Yeah.
so you do know what it is. Okay, well, maybe my dad's a bad example because he's particularly severe with this trash problem. But yeah, he found one in my room and thought it was trash and threw it out because it seemed to him that there was a big squishy handle and it had broken off and been lost.
Did he explain that's why?
No, he just threw it out, and then I had to explain to him that it wasn't trash and what it was. And he was very skeptical at the time because he had never heard of a rat tail comb.
Oh, so he did explain that the reason why he threw it out was because he thought his handle had broken off.
No, but it seemed obvious enough. I don't know why else he would think it's trash.
Because it in and around other trash items.
Well, it was my bedroom, so yes.
There you go.
So, trash includes everything you described.
Adjacency
and
to trash.
Also things near trash.
And frustration with you, and a long history of knowing you, and a high propensity for not really
Well, those
caring.
all would apply to a maid, so, valid concerns.
Like
not at first.
I imagine he identifies things as trash when they're your things much easier than other people's things.
Well, yeah, because he goes, are those my things? Yes, it is trash.
It's probably trash.
Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure.
So I'm not saying he didn't
died,
misidentify it. I'm saying he's more prone to misidentifying your stuff.
I don't know. If I suddenly died, I would not be surprised if he threw out everything I own. Like, every single thing.
He wouldn't throw out everything. He would, however, throw out a lot of things that you deem, like, memorabilia.
Like, I don't want to say for sure that he would, but if he did, I wouldn't be surprised.
However, that's not actually uncommon for people who die.
Largely because I'd be dead, but still.
So quiet.
If I slipped into a coma for 35 years, I would probably wake up and find he'd thrown out all my stuff.
Maybe. I mean, not all, still, but...
No, like, I wager coin flip odds that he would accidentally throw out my birth certificate.
Depends on if it's in a box of a bunch of stuff that he does think is trash. Again, adjacency.
Oh, yeah. It's in a box of other important, difficult-to-replace documents that I need for identifying myself for major things like job applications and buying cars and shit.
Then
that's specifically what that box is for.
Then he would probably recognize that it's not trash.
No, because he'd probably open the box and then see a couple things, at the beginning that are like, a pay stub from 12 years ago. Clearly that's trash, therefore everything behind it is also trash.
I don't know, your dad's pretty picky about that kind of stuff. Alright, hang on. Punching a tree. Punching some bees. Some horny bees.
So everyone knows that B ends with a Z.
Oh. Gotta go punch another tree.
A shoe shop opened near my apartment.
And a lizard. called what?
Gimme D's kicks. But, like, it's spelled like D's nuts. And I'm like, they're gonna get vandalized. Like, I've been thinking of it already in my head as the D's Nuts shoe store. And also, they're literally next door to a meat shop that just sells meat. Like sausage and beef jerky.
What's wrong with that?
A sausage and meat shop right next to a D's Nuts place.
Fate. Deep in the heart of the Sigoli. Elder longhorns are extremely territorial and will attack anything which draws too close in their dens. This is fine when those dens are at the top of unscalable peaks, but when they lie within earshot of well-traveled caravan roads, things can become quite hairy. Drive the goats back to the mountains where they belong.
I was gonna make a joke, but then you started talking about things getting quite hairy, and I was like, never mind. That would... Now the joke would be too dirty.
Hey, you came to help out. Excellent. All right. Where am I? Okay, here. Oh, hey. Enough? Nope, not yet. That enough? Yeah. Awesome! Pugilist level 26. Arm of the Destroyer. Changes form to Raptor. Okay, so that's an alternative there. Guarantees a critical hit. Would an attack with a potency of 100 to all nearby targets. Okay. So it's an AoE. I look forward to trying that out. And now... Thaumaturge. Oh, looks like I'm about to use it immediately, too. Hey, somebody's already working on it. Come on. Dude's killing people way too fast. Ooh. Okay. Not so bad. Nice. Boink. Boink. Oh wait, I should just use that. Oh, nope. No need to kill more than I am required to. Getting pretty close to having every combat job at level 26. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to circle around the top. In the hopes that I can make it to Ul'dah without stopping for a fate. As a rogue, I run faster. Do you think if I ride a chocobo as a rogue, it'll run faster?
It depends. Does that change the class of the chocobo to a rogobo?
I don't know. I can't see the chocobo's class, so I don't know. Oh wait, no. The chocobo's class is porter, and that doesn't change. Ha 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 ha. I need to see if I can get the porter outfit that the chocobos wear and put it on mine, and then name my chocobo Robinson. Aw, that wasn't worth laughing.
No, I was thinking of a response. Are there eels in the game?
Maybe? Yeah? I don't know if they're called that, though.
Yeah, I'm thinking now. My response joke is too elaborate. It requires too much context, too much setup. So like, name the chocobo Miss Jackson, and then like, get a bunch of eels, and then be like, "Sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for eels."
I feel like I should get that, but I don't.
There was a hip hop song that had a refrain that's like, "Sorry, Miss Jackson, ooh, I am for real."
Okay.
But then there was which webcomic artist was it? There was some webtoon that changed it to say I am for eels.
This dude's just been standing here. Okay, Thaumaturge level 26, so I am on Arcanist now. Though I got an ability on Thaumaturge that I have no idea how to do. Okay, wait, how am I supposed to get up there? Yeah, I gotta go this way. I think the dude needs help with the cactuars, if I remember correctly. I just hear him up here going, "Help!" Wait, did it just disappear? Ah, dang it. Apparently he was waiting for too long. But yeah, that sounds familiar, in this Jackson thing. And the 4 eels thing, specifically. Is this... This is the cactuars. Yeah. Hungry hobbledehoy. Which apparently is an actual word. Or at least enough of an actual word that they used it. You need cactus to eat. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna go ahead and get 20. Why can I not click on you? There we go. Seriously, what is going on? Alright. Is 20 enough for you? Yeah. Actually, I should stay Arcanist just so I can make sure I get the right XP. Gotta defend against the rats. The rat folk. What's the button? What am I forgetting? Oh, I have to be in combat, which, if they die in one hit, doesn't count. Half a hit left. Oh. Gotta finish off the last one. There we go. Did I get the XP for the other one? Hopefully I did. Carbuncle running after me. So cute. Upper. Alright, finally back. And into the Pugilist Guild. Hey, Ammon, look what I got.
What is it now? Can't you leave a feeble old man in peace?
Hornet Stinger! These sharp appendages each contain a single drop of poison. It is, however, extremely difficult to remove one from the carcass of a hornet without the drop spilling. Why is there a single drop?
Those balls! These are hornet stingers! You trained as I once did out in Drybone? Heh, those hornet clouds were right pesky buggers. I fair lost count of the times they stung me, though I remember the, places well enough. The pain was nigh unbearable, but I always stood my ground. The memories of my younger days come flooding back. What I wouldn't give to relive them. M'aana, I want you to fight me, right here, right now. Make me remember what it's like to be young again, to have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Let's do it.
Ready or not, here I come!
2 hits.
That'll leave a bruise.
He's gonna go for it again?
Yes, it's starting to come back to me. You won't have it so easy this round, M'aana.
Yeah, we're doing multiple rounds. Nice. Well, true to his word. Not as easy.
Ah, have you no respect for the elderly? Yes, yes! My strength returns. Come on, let's go at one more round.
Again?
I'm just getting started. More, man. Give me more.
There you go.
Ah, I feel so alive.
As he collapses on the ground. Clearly he's just not geared well enough. Man, he feels great.
Ah, gods, I haven't felt this invigorated since forever. When I'm fighting you, it's as though I'm fighting my younger self. Mayhap there's still hope for these old bones. I'll make my comeback yet. See if I don't.
I don't remember this character's voice. Yeah, what are you doing, old man? Learning how to walk? Yeah, it's the little guy, the middle guy, I think. Nope, it's apparently him.
You're Wagfar Wildaxe.
Ain't none called me that in ages. Nay, not since the day you defeated me on the Blood Sands. I gave up prize fighting after that for the humiliation, but it weren't long till I found a place in the Alacron. Your boy Ruakuda works for me now. Imagine me surprised when I learned he used to train under the mighty Holy Fist. But Holy Fist ain't nothing but a name these days, so I'm told. How do you sleep at night knowing how flaccid you've become? Of course, if you're having trouble nodding off, you could always try a whiff of somnus. I'll even give you a complimentary sample. But like as not, a doddering old sort like you won't ever wake up again.
Shut your mouth, Wagfar, or I'll shut it for you.
Now, let's be civilized for a moment, eh? We're old friends after all, and friends help each other out. You mentioned making a comeback just now. If you're serious about it, I'd be glad to lend a helping hand. By way of motivating you, how about we have a rematch? Of course, it'd take place in public, just like old times. Oh, and there should be a fitting purse as well. Let's say the winner gets the Pugilists Guild. What? That's ridiculous. Master, you're not obligated to take him up on this. Ah, this must be your little nursemaid. Rest assured, after I've taken over the guild, I'll keep her on as my personal assistant. Sorry. Yawning, pardon me. Do you really mean to fight him?
Have no fear, Chichu, though.
Master.
M'aana, I don't mean to put undue pressure on you. But the fate of the guild rests upon your shoulders.
I don't believe this.
Listen to me, Chichudo. I know I can do this. I just need M'aana to keep getting stronger as she's been doing so far. Fighting her reminds me of who I used to be. I'm confident I can be that man again.
Oh, I thought he was just telling me to do the fight.
If you're feeling apprehensive about this rematch business, I don't blame you. I'm not blind to reality. If I were to face Wagfar as I am now, I'd be down for the count in a matter of heartbeats, not lying dead in a pool of my own blood. But I'm determined to win, and I can with your help. Your presence sets my fighting spirit to raging, M'aana. So keep at your training. I promise to do the same. When you've grown stronger, return here and we'll both continue our lessons.
Yay! That's 2 down. finally, Thaumaturge. Ugh, it's raining. Hate when it's raining. Talk about playing a fantasy character in real life. I absolutely love the rain. Pardon me, Kokobuki. M'aana, you're safe. I feared you had fallen victim to the Mage Slayer. Have you not heard of the recent spate of gruesome killings taking place within Ul'dah? Each case involves at least one dead thaumaturge, and every corpse is found bloody, battered, and utterly drained of etheric energy. Ill tidings aside, I'm glad to see you alive and glowing with vitality. It is time for you to delve into the final chapter of the Yawning Abyss. Kokoboha, our second youngest sibling, will read to you from the Threat of Perplexity. Ah, greetings, M'aana. Are you once more prepared to peruse the pages of Power and Peril? Then let's begin. The Threat of Perplexity. Ah, how magnificent the daunting power we wield. Flames pursue, ice transfixes, and lightning dances into the ranks of our enemies. But what terror descends when, from all sides, those ranks close? Flames are smothered, ice crushed, and lightning grounded. Know you this threat, and wear you the multitudinous foe. That's why I have AoE spells. Is the point of this passage readily apparent? It would be most problematic, for example, should you meet this malefic mage slayer and he, or she, proves to be multiple murderers. What a thaumaturge needs is a thick-set thrall, courageous companion, to accompany her in cases where collective cronies are expected. Now, as for your trial... Kokobaha, pray allow me to suggest a practical course for M'aana's training. The town is buzzing with news of yet more slaughtered thaumaturges, their mutilated bodies found fouling the waters of Nafika's wells. I would have M'aana aid me in hunting down the culprit while the trail is yet fresh. M'aana may have tolerated your interruption of her trial last time, Bussy, but you're hardly the hardy henchman she needs to clear such a hazardous hurdle. Your concerns are understandable, brother. If it would allay your fears, I can introduce M'aana to a valiant warrior who recently entered my employ. You secured the services of a stalwart swordsman? Then that would indeed be in line with learning the lesson of the day. Perhaps. Come now, M'aana, let us be about our business before Kokobaha has a change of heart. I'll be waiting for you in Nafika's wells. He kept having words that were all capitalized. It's very odd. Was that Kokobusi? Oh. What if I talk to Kokobaha? Okay. Nothing to say. We interrupt your regularly scheduled program to play some Triple Triad.
Do you know if Tim is coming?
I do not.
Okay. I'm getting sleepy, but I don't want to leave you alone. I've been getting up early, and then over the weekend I hardly slept.
It is entirely up to what you can handle.
Thanks. I also got roasted on a job application yesterday. I got a terse LinkedIn message saying, "I've decided not to move forward with your application." And I'm like, "Can you tell me anything about why?" The guy's like, yes, I evaluated your code on the following 4 criteria. And then he explained what I thought were a bunch of BS criteria.
Okay.
Like, the coding challenge had a time limit of 45 minutes. And the guy got mad at me for white space inconsistency. Like, I don't
What
have
does that
time
mean?
for that.
What does that mean?
Like, the amount of spaces and tabs.
Alignment in the code?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, and that's completely non-functional. And yeah, ideally, in a professional environment, that would all be perfect and flawless all the time. But
if
it's not that important, even
Yeah.
in a professional environment, particularly in a 45-minute timed coding challenge.
Right.
Functionality is everything.
If it's remotely legible, then it shouldn't be a problem. Like if somebody else
Yeah.
can look at the code and go, yeah, I can see what's happening, then it shouldn't be a problem.
Mm-hmm. And then, like, I did an API call that usually... So I did an API call that's a quick and dirty way of accomplishing a thing. It's not the optimal way to accomplish a thing, but it's a thing I know will work. And I commented in my own code that, like, hey, ordinarily I would not use this in performance-heavy situations, but in this prototype and this use case, it should be fine. And then the guy pointed out that, like, as you commented, you used a suboptimal method for accomplishing something. But no shit! And I even explained why.
Which even if they
But,
don't
you know,
agree that you
it's hard
should
to
have,
tell myself that if the guy who has the job is dumb and wrong, and I, who can't get a job, am smart and correct.
I mean, you can say that all you want. Doesn't mean it's going to help you, but you can say it.
Yeah.
Okay, plus.
I can't quiet the feeling that I really am not good enough.
Damn it.
Item 3 was I wrote unnecessary methods. So I wrote a few overloads to the methods that I used because A, until I was done, I wasn't sure exactly how I was going to do all of my internal function calls. And B, I knew that if I passed coding challenge 1, during the technical interview, I would be asked to add more features to my existing code base. So, in all likelihood, I was actually, preparing, getting, being a step ahead. But yeah, apparently, including code that is not guaranteed to be run, and therefore having suboptimal code coverage, is unacceptable in a 45-minute prototype.
A tragic
Oh.
mentality. Damn
Yeah,
it. He's gonna beat me. She's gonna beat me. Yeah, my deck might still not be good enough for this.
I could tell from the feedback that that was not a company in which I would flourish. But here's the thing. I'd rather have a job I hate than be homeless. So it still feels like rejection and failure.
I might actually win this one. Yeah! It's funny. I was close before, and so it's not exclusively the reason why, but I won on the same turn that one of the rules was you have to do the reverse. You want the smaller number. It's like, ah, yes. My cards are worse, therefore this is the method for me. Nafika's
Sure.
Wells is in... Still in Ul'dah? Western Famine. I think I remember where it is. Up this way? Oh, it's just the main area. Got it. So faster to go across the bridge and down, or faster to go down and down? Probably there, because it's probably central anyway. Should have grabbed... Oh, no. I would have to run all the way over to get a chocobo. Really looking forward to having my own. Which is soon-ish. Well, I was planning on at least taking a break at 9. I don't mind cutting the stream short again. I need to eat something.
9 is okay. Come on, smack. Oops. There we go. Yay! Still got time. Oh yeah, Cactuar Jack, there we go. Sorry, buddy. You were putting people in danger. Ah, M'aana, so good of you to come. See? He keeps capitalizing weird words. So good of you to come. My Rogadin friend here is the warrior I mentioned back at the ossuary.
Now, there's no time to waste. Why don't you head into the stream and examine the bodies of the slain mages? I would go with you, but with my delicate stomach, I fear I might contaminate the scene. Remember, you're looking for anything that might help us track down this killer.
Does the game have barf effects?
No. Not that I remember ever
shit.
seeing anyway.
I want to bring him to the investigation and see him barf.
Several things. Bloody scepter. The blood smeared about the head is still sticky to the touch. Shredded tome. This book appears to have been torn apart with something sharp like a claw. So much blood covers, or bloody bracelet. So much blood covers this piece of jewelry that it is impossible to tell from what it is made.
Plot twist, it's made of blood.
Crystallized blood. Did you uncover anything incriminating? Yeah, the blood is yet slick to the touch. The slaughter must have been recent indeed. The villain may yet lurk nearby. Oh, that's right! I'm completely forgetting that he got possessed. I'm so dumb. Return to the creek where the bodies lay and linger for a time. I dare say your aura, saturated as it is with enticing etheric energy, will lure the Mage Slayer into the open. Have courage, M'aana. Our burly companion stands ready to leap to your aid. Yeah, I totally forgot that he's been possessed. Which, you know, we aren't supposed to really know for sure. Like, our character is just supposed to suspect it, but, like, it's pretty obvious. Hey, Fate. I guess I'll take care of that first. Oh, the Fate's up there. Yeah, I'm not running around for that. Oh, yeah, this one's down here.
I'm clearly very sleepy. Because I just picked up the remote for my lights, and judging from the way I was holding it, I think I may have been about to attempt to use it to turn off the sun. And then everybody died.
Yay! Every combat job at level 26 or higher.
Yay.
Goes there. And I guess I put that up there? I don't know. Maybe I'll put those up there. No, that won't work. But maybe that. We'll see. Soul Sucker Imp! It's the one that's gotten possessed. I don't know why he's attacking us, attacking the Stalwart Swordsman, but whatever. Dang it. Rude. Problem is I pressed the wrong skill and did not, in fact, protect him. Ah, come on. Dang it. Come on. I'm doing bad. I'm not very good at thaumaturge. That's better. No, why are you doing that instead of healing yourself? Oh, fully resisted. Whoops. Alright, at least he's not about to die anymore. That takes care of that. I'm off to collect my coin. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. That looked exactly like the demon that possessed Kokobushi, but it seems your partnership with our hired blade went splendidly. It is unfortunate, though, that one of the imps was able to flutter away. Oh, did you not notice? You wouldn't wish to report to Kokoboha with your trial but half finished, would you? Of course not. I'm afraid, however, that the Rogadin has already collected his recompense and departed for the nearest alehouse. What to do, what to do? Surely a thaumaturge of your caliber can handle a single imp, yes? If I'm not mistaken, it fled into that little cave over there. Hurry now, before it slips away into some hidden nook or cranny. Looks like I might head up past 9 just a little bit to finish up this quest. You gonna head to bed?
Yeah.
You can head out now if you want. Night-night. Oh, what a surprise. It's Kokobushi. Ooh. Nice. That is that is not Kokobushi. Well, it is Kokobushi, but a Kokobushi possessed by the void scent that escaped from Mormo's urn. It was feeding on the etheric energy of all those slain thaumaturges. Hee, and you, my dear mana-rich M'aana, were to be next. I have wanted to absorb your delicious power since the moment we met. A pity. This has been such an amusing charade. However did you see through it? I am Kokobushi's brother. How could I not? It is time I destroyed you, Mormo, and put a stop to these sinister killings. As the eldest, I must take responsibility for my family's misadventures. Hee, a coward like you? Destroy me? Your opening strike should have pierced my heart, but instead you aimed for the knife. Fear stays your hand. Fear that slaying me will also slay your sibling. Creepy. Poor spineless thaumaturge. I shall, however, leave you with a pleasant thought. It was Kokobushi's fervent wish to amass this power. He craved the arcane strength to stand beside his brothers as an equal. What a shame that he must now stand against. It pains me to admit, but there is some truth to that creature's words. I surrendered the perfect opportunity to end this. I have betrayed my own teachings. Return to the ossuary and report the completion of your trial, M'aana. I will remain here for a time and gather my thoughts. Yeah, I suspect it will be faster just to head down this way. Oops. Took the difficult way around. What ho? Someone needs help? Same thing. that all of them? Looks like it. I will save materia for the next round of crafts. Another fate. Honestly slower trying to get them all to if I had a ranged attack, it would be fine. But... More cacti. Oh, hey. I'm not going to do it while on this low level, but I'm going to kill the tortoise. Last one. Alright, that should clear. Sorry, buddy. That was a cool attack. I didn't see it very close, but it's fairly complex. Be smooth sailing from here on. That looked like another botting account. That's right, we're right here. Excellent. Might farm some Mog Tones off camera. We'll see. Ah, M'aana! Kokobuki has advised me of your adventures. It seems the Mage Slayer slithered away, but your stint with the swordsman was nonetheless successful. Consider this chapter complete. Your time with our Tome of Teachings is at an end. Well, to be absolutely accurate, there is an addendum with additional advice, but Kokobuki considers it extracurricular. Even I dare not delve into those diabolical depths. I do not yet deign to die, you understand. I have yet to inform my brothers of Kokobusi's misfortune. I have yet to reconcile the maelstrom within my own mind. The most fundamental lessons of thaumaturgy demanded I slay the creature where it stood. It was the most opportune moment to strike. Minimal risk, and victory all but assured. How many more will suffer for my hesitation and my cowardice? It will likely be some time, however, before Mormo resurfaces to kill again. Now that we have uncovered the deception, the Voidsent will seek a new hunting ground where Kokobusi's face is unknown. And though the respite may be brief, I must devote this time to considering my next course of action. Pray, leave me to my musings, M'aana. Excellent. Staff doesn't look any more particularly interesting than the previous one. To the inn to call it a night. I doubt I will be back on stream tonight, but I do intend to start making these longer again soon. Still just trying to get back in the swing of things and still dealing with real life stuff, taking up a lot of time. I'll take a look at what the Moogle event has for sale on my other character off stream. Oh, not here. In room. All right. You all take care. See you next week, hopefully.